icy in Vegas. This for the haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not savers. You be liking my flavor. I think it's cause. Ice in the red, on the res. Watch out, cuz. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist.
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, you out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything. The ability to run, hard to bring down because of his size. But the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what sets him apart from other players.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
And middle linebacker Bobby Wagner, he's playing the absolute perfect position. He's the type of guy that you build around. A cornerstone of a defense, his ability to play the run, the pass, and his leadership skills, you get the full package with him.
To throw is Newton. And finding Keelan Cole. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second and 14. Throwing on second and 14. Newton, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. Third and goal. The shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Hey, here we go.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
On second down, Hill. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Come on, baby, let's go.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Go Mike 50, Mike 50. Ready?
Throwing on first down is Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Todd Gurley, 56 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Murray, he's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Newton on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to float this over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and now it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
26, Mike. Don't get nervous. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, come on. Watch the ship.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have taken the lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Dumps it off to Gurley. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Give them 32 on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Murray now on 1st down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Murray now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Eluding the pressure right. Murray, strong running. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw is Murray. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Newton to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So it's on to halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
What I'm talking about.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run it with Hill, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Hill. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, there goes a deep ball in, and that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, they run with Gurley. And down he goes. but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Off play action. Newton. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Newton now to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Another try on second down with Gurley. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keelan Cole, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Murray now to throw. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down now, it's Hill, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here I come. 26, Mike.
First down, Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Newton now to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw, Newton. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Newton. He's going to go. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Keelan Cole there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Let's go for it. Let's go.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Back to throw it. Murray. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Ready? 15. Check my 15. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.